so we can't spoil it.
Yeah, the stream reset itself again because it's cool like that. I don't know why it does that. It's stupid. Like, it was okay the entire day, and I go for the switch screen, and then it does this. Should be okay again, though. So, once again, woohoo, welcome to Match VirtusPro KP. Semi-finals, winners bracket, Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament. They're facing up against a winners bracket finalist, whoever wins this matchup, and we don't know who it is, but it's either Fnatic or IC Cup. Actually, we know who it is, but we won't spoil it. That's the reason why we won't tell you. Watch the VODs if you want to know. We have a Batrider, an IO, an OD, and an Alchemist banned out, and Keeper of the Light picked up, and of course my co-caster is Knaz.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Double introductions.
I know.
For success.
Yes.
Great victories.
Alright,
so KP and VP. Sweet match, I'm hoping. I think I favor VP a little bit, and game one I know is going to be on the European servers, which somewhat harms KP because they have a couple American players.
Yeah.
But like, I think it's kind of a sort of minor difference. Regardless, that is what it will be for game one. We're on Luxembourg servers. People always ask when we have Americans in the game.
Yes.
So we'll see what's gonna go on. VP is gonna run some Naga. That's kind of a thing that we've done quite a bit in the past. Maybe pick up some Treant. That's a hero that they were running quite a bit. And I haven't really seen them since the Starlighter finals, I guess.
VirtusPro?
Or not the finals. Yeah, during the Starlighter lane. I don't think I've seen a game with VP in it.
I believe
Maybe
they
I
have been doing okay. Oh, weren't you casting like this is?
I might have. I
think
can't
you were
remember a
casting
game.
with me, like this week.
Yeah, I don't know if I did one with VP though. Maybe I did. I just don't remember VP.
Well, they beat Dignitas to get here. 2-0'd them.
I'm pretty sure I didn't cast that game because I don't remember casting Dignitas either.
Correct, you joined for the last game. I just casted the second game of the best of 3 series. VirtusPro 15-minute GG'd Dignitas yesterday.
That seems good.
That seems good.
Well, looking to start with a pretty strong draft here. Nature's Prophet and Lifestealer, both pretty powerful heroes, and of course core heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep.
I don't know what KP are gonna go for. I mean, we know that their strategy is usually really late game oriented.
Nope, they have been running the Spirit Breaker. This is the second time that we see them do this. The reason that they made it through the winners bracket is that they ran the Spirit Breaker and a Timber Saw, and it worked out.
Right. I cast that match with you yesterday.
Yes, up against EG.
Right, KP versus EG, and they kept banning out Timber. They banned out Timber Saw the first game. And we were like, why did they ban out Timber Saw?
Yeah, and they got
like
picked
the next
up
game
once.
we saw why. Yeah.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker makes for very aggressive support. He can make ganks happen, and it's very useful up against Lifestealer, because of course Bashes goes through the rage. On top of that, Nature's Prophet can't really split push easily if there's a Spirit Breaker around. If he is close enough, I mean, even if he goes to Shadowblade or something like that, he'll get scouted out. You can't sprout yourself against it, you're just gonna get bashed. And that's gonna be the Chen banned out. We have the Visage in the pool, so it's interesting to note that KP actually picked the Spirit Breaker over Come With Me's Visage. Because of course we know that that's one of his signature heroes as well, but like in the Spirit Breaker, it's okay.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is their new pro strat, is to pick Spirit Breaker. He's a very powerful hero as a support for all the reasons you mentioned. Having abilities that go through BKB are typically seen. Oh, the Timber Saw ban. I heard Timber Saw's voice and I was like, yes. And I was like, oh, it's bad. Yeah, so BKB piercing abilities are very popular right now in the metagame. That's really the reason we see heroes like Bane go through. Naga's sort of coming up as a support, has a pseudo disable that goes through BKB. Those are the sorts of things that you want right now, and Spirit Breaker has a lot of abilities that go through BKB. His Bash just can go through BKB. You can ult people through it. I believe Charge gets blocked if they're in BKB.
You can't start charging, you mean?
Yeah, but I think if they BKB like right as before you hit them with the charge, I don't think it stuns you.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
Well, that's at least some kind of hope for.
But his bashes, yeah, his bashes do, which is the relevant part. So like Lifestealer can rage, and then like if he gets lucky with a bash, he'll just get knocked around. Lion picks.
Yeah, VirtusPro, not the first time they run a Lion. Probably as support. Arsard plays that one, I believe. and can be turning into a very deadly support with that if he gets enough farm. We have seen Lion run as a solo mid before. I'm not really expecting it this time, but there's no real other alternative just yet. Lifestealer can of course go mid, but I'm not expecting it to. Nature's Prophet, same story. And we're gonna see a Darkseer for KP here. We have a Puck ban out next to the Timbersaw, the Clockwork and the Chen. And we're gonna see what VirtusPro picks up together with the Lion. Of course, Lion is a nice setup disable as well for Lifestealer to get in range, to get yourself that open wounds up. And he has another Hex there, also very strong up against the Spirit Breaker. Just hex him when he comes in and he won't be able to do anything anymore. Better than the stun, because otherwise he might be too fast.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's important to note that Spirit Breaker, if he gets stunned while he is charging, as it does not make him magic immune, it cancels the charge. So Lion having 2 disables is a very effective against Spirit Breaker, as long as you have decent-ish reaction times. It's not actually that difficult to get Earth Spike off because it's a line stun, and like if you just throw it at him, he's going to be running at you in a straight line. He'll probably get hit by it. Hex is also very good if you can just click on him. Yeah. There's a lot of power that can be in a support hero like Lion, and again, you said Arsart usually plays him. He plays aggressive supports, so they usually give him a little bit more farm. He rushes Blink Dagger. It's very effective on a hero like Lion because you can initiate on the back of that.
Yep. Stormstealer.
Stormstealer.
Yep.
They're gonna steal all your storms.
Yeah, and they're gonna be aggressive, counter-aggressive. The downside is like Storm Spirit needs level 6, Lion kinda needs a couple of levels as well, Lifestealer needs a bit of levels, Nature's Prophet also, and Spirit Breaker, he's gonna try to prevent that from happening. If he starts charging early on, I mean normally he starts charging at level 2 or 3, can already make a lot of things happen and can slow VirtusPro's leveling down so much.
Yeah, and Storm Spirit in particular is very vulnerable to ganks towards the mid lane early on in the game. I'm assuming Storm will be mid with this lineup coming up from VP. It seems rather likely at this point.
Yeah.
So like if Spirit Breaker charges, depending on who their mid hero is, they can get kills on Storm early. Once he hits level 6, it's a lot harder. A Vortex is not particularly great at stopping Spirit Breaker charge because they have to be kind of close to you for you to hit it, and he's usually moving pretty quickly, so he might just hit you with the charge. I don't know. Storm Spirit has great synergy with Lifestealer, and that's probably what they're going with here, but he could be pretty vulnerable to gank. They're going to have to make sure to keep him somewhat protected, at least until he hits level 6.
Yeah, and that's a hero Queen of Pain picked up for KP that can do exactly what you said. Can be that hero that can help with the kill with Spirit Breaker coming in, and it should be enough. Of course, you can just blink in when Spirit Breaker hits, so no way to give away that there is actually a charge happening, apart from maybe some cleverly placed wards, so VirtusPro, no pressure there. And VirtusPro, they ban out a Phantom Lancer, knowing that that Spirit Breaker is a support. KP still needs a carry for Eternal Envy to play, and there's still a lot in the pool. I mean, they could even still go for the Anti-Mage if they wanted to, who is still in the pool. KP is gonna go for their last ban. So far, I'm thinking another support would be nice, just to go with the Lion and the Lifestealer. Nature's Prophet then into the jungle, maybe into the offlane if he feels it's safe. The first pick goes the way of VirtusPro, so they can't really anticipate on what kind of lane they would be up against if it is a safe tri lane, if they can actually do something with their aggressive tri lane.
Yeah, it's really difficult to just ban out carries. Obviously, there's just so many left in the pool. You gotta pick the one you want to play against the least, and that was Famlancer in this game. So it's a good ban. Bane, I don't know if that's necessarily what they would have gone with. I feel like most of the time that VP plays Bane, that's also in the hands of Arsart. I could be wrong about that. It's the impression I get, though. So, yeah, we'll see what support they want to go for here. There are lots left in the pool that they could end up picking up. If they want something very aggressive to pair up with Lion, they could certainly go that route. Lion has 2 disables. You could get, like, Lina here and have all of the ults that do the same thing. Dagon ults.
And just burst everybody down, force everybody to get fast BKBs. I like this though.
Angry Earthshaker.
Yeah, he does look extra angry right now. Of course, Spirit Breaker brings out extra movement speed for the team, but it's not going to be doing you any good if you can't cross that big giant wall that Earthshaker can put down. What do you think of this new Earthshaker model?
I think he looks so mad. He's so mad. I don't know.
But he look more mad than the Spirit Breaker.
Let's see. Yeah, I think he looks more mad than Spiritbreaker. Spiritbreaker looks a little, like, ferocious. He's got, like, his teeth bared. Earthshaker just looks like he's really upset with everything. He's like just a mad koala.
Well, Spiritbreaker may be more aggressive than an Earthshaker, indeed mad. He looks like the silent mad type, and at some point the bomb will explode and then comes Echo Slams. Yeah,
Earthshaker's just like sitting there pouting all the time. He's brooding.
Yes.
Right.
Well, we have an Anti-Mage's last pickup. No surprise, I did mention him purely because that wasn't a logical pickup there for KP to have. Envy, one of his signature heroes, of course. Let's see who we have playing what. On the Radiant side, it will be KP, who has got a disconnected hero there already, but it will be Come With Me playing the Spiritbreaker, Arteezy on the Queen of Pain, Pylai Dai will play the Keeper of the Light, and it will be, of course, Envy on the Anti-Mage, who is already making his way through the bottom lane, and Bone7 will play his signature Darkseer on the Radiant side for KP for the Corsair Gaming Summer Tournament semi-finals in the winner's bracket. There we go.
Yeah, and for the Dinosaur, we're going to have VirtusPro. NS heading down towards the bottom lane at the moment with the Earthshaker, so maybe he's thinking about doing some silly stuff with the Ancients. Hanging out in the mid lane for now is KSI. Or Kasai?
Yeah,
Kasai on the Nature's Prophet. 1,000 Suns on Stormspirit. Is this
I think it's
Tame Wild?
crazy. Yeah, I would think so.
Alright, so we'll assume it's Tame Wild. Illidan going to be on the Lifestealer, and finally Arsart on the Lion. The Raging Mage.
Yeah, he has also got horns.
Yeah, this guy looks really upset.
VirtusPro have a very angry lineup.
Yeah.
Lifestealer are also so angry already. Nature's Prophet doesn't look pleased. Only Star Spirit is happy.
Yeah, Storm Spirit's real jovial by comparison to the rest of their team. Like, Nature's Prophet's got like that sort of stern face going on.
Yeah, like he doesn't approve of anything.
Yeah. And then they have 3 heroes that are just clearly angry.
Yeah. Well, Anti-Mage looks normal. Let's see. I mean, we already have Spiritbreaker indeed looking a bit, you know, out for blood. I think Darkseer looks a bit confused, like what the hell's going on here? Keeper of Light is kind of like...
He looks old.
He just looks old, like he doesn't care about anything in the world anymore. And Queen of Pain looks kind of satisfied. Do they have everybody there? I think so. Yep, well, Mad Team is definitely in favor of VirtusPro. I think they are going to do exactly what you said, going for the ancient block kind of pool thing with the second wave that will come in. For now, they're leaving KP to believe that they're going to leave the bottom lane open, meaning that mid lane is the only lane where things are able to happen. And there's the first charge already, up into this Spiritbreaker. No support coming out for VirtusPro. Illuminate will help out, but doesn't reach crazy anymore. And if that would have hit, that would have been a kill, I think.
It would have been close. He would have had like 50 HP or so left. I think they might have committed more and tried to get that last 1 or 2 right clicks in though.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really close, and this is kind of the problem with Storm Spirit. Sort of similar to the same thing you got going on with Shadow Fiend. You're very vulnerable to gank. Storm Spirit eventually levels out of it because Ball Lightning makes him ultra resistant to gank. Jeez.
This is so aggressive. They're able to kill him off. First blood. Goes to Pylai Dai.
Yeah, so I mean, they're committing a lot to shutting him down early, but he is dead. They're going to give it some advantage to Arteezy in this middle lane, and we'll see if they start moving around now. They're probably aware at this point that the ancient pull thing has happened.
Yeah, they have to. The first Carib or ancient camp already down. We've got Bone7 taking a lot of harassment here from neutral creeps. But of course he is a Darkseer. Should be living. Should be getting level 2 from that as well. In the meantime, the top lane is of course free farm for the Lifestealer, who is only 9 for 2. Considering he is free farm, he's actually sorry. We are only 2 minutes in the game. What am I saying?
Only Anti-Mage only has 5 last hits.
Yeah. Okay.
Here comes another charge.
Oh, Storm Spirit's still level 1. It's not gonna get any better. Needs to have a support. And this is, I mean, this is interesting because VirtusPro, they did ban out the Timber Saw, right? Come With Me is gonna get KSI killing him off. That's nice. But VirtusPro, they did ban out the Timber Saw, so they did some of their homework, you think, right? Why leave a Storm Spirit in the mid lane when there's already a Spiritbreaker? Better yet, wasn't the Spiritbreaker picked up before the Storm?
Yes, Spiritbreaker's picked up first phase.
Yeah, so, I mean, VirtusPro could know this was about to happen, but no support's coming in. They're just sacrificing the Storm Spirit, knowing that he wouldn't be able to do anything. As he is getting charged again, I'm not thinking he's gonna go through with it, just... No, he is. There's a scream. Here comes a charge. Is there enough damage? Should be enough damage for sure. Arteezy with the haste rune helping out, and that's gonna be another kill going the way of KP. I mean, the kill of come with me. No, they don't. Eating tangos. Nature's Prophet. No TP this time. Actually, there is a TP. Here he goes. Hello, come with me. Once again. Oh, one more hit. Oh, one more hit. One more hit. What? No! Oh my god, he doesn't get him.
He's dead.
And now he is dead. See? That was not worth it. For sure. Because he doesn't get anything in return for dying. And this is a Queen of Pain at level 5 while she's up against a Storm Spirit level 2.
Yeah, that's real bad. They tried pretty hard to get that Spirit Breaker down. Unfortunately, he has that Stout Shield. And I think he got a little lucky on the procs.
Yeah.
It might have been close anyways, because he doesn't really do that much damage as Nature's Prophet at level, what was he, 3? Oh, he's 4 now. So, yeah, just really, I think it was a little bit of bad luck, slash good luck, depending on which side you're looking at. And he goes down, and feeding another kill to Arteezy is like the last thing you want to be doing with how this game's gone thus far.
Yeah, now Inez rotates mid, I'll maybe be able to try and help a little bit more here in the mid lane because, I mean, if you look at the lineup, you kind of need your Storm to be doing well in the mid game because nobody else is really going to do it for them. Lifestealer might be able to if he gets, well, depending on which items he gets, but he kind of is forced to now go for a more mid game oriented lineup. Better yet, I think late game they don't really have that much of a chance because Anti-Mage is just free farming as well. And even though he's not doing as well as a Lifestealer, it's still pretty painful for VirtusPro to think about facing this Anti-Mage very late game. So mid game is where VirtusPro should be taking this one, and so far it's not really going in their favor.
Yeah, definitely. When your mid lane gets really shut down, and you're just kind of trading farm.
There go again. Here comes the charge. Queen of Pain. They're a nice Fisher though. TP coming in as well, and that should be. Oh, that should be a fight maybe taken by VirtusPro. Nature's Prophet thinking about TPing in. Arsart can't get a right angle for a stun, so they will back off. But at least that's showing that NS is around here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So it won't happen again anytime soon, I think.
It's possible. They can still go for it if they're trading one support's time for the other, but Storm Spirit is still coming up behind because he's taking some harass, he's taking some damage, he's having to buy a lot of regen, whereas Arteezy still got control of the lane. So like, they're probably not super concerned. Lifestealer does have a Midas picked up, and we're gonna have a Nature's Prophet Midas as well. What's Arteezy going for?
He's going for Earthshaker. And that's gonna be one dead Earthshaker thinking. Nature's Prophet thinking about TPing in. Probably is gonna regret that because he's now gonna get bashed. He TP'd right in the middle of come with me. You're a ranged hero, act like one. 2 kills going the way of VirtusPro, of KP, but they still get come with me with it. I mean, 2 kills now going the way of VirtusPro, both up on come with me. And they almost even get the Storm Spirit left on 47 HP. Queen of Pain not able to finish the job. Arteezy not really too pressured on trying to chase too much without knowing for sure that she can get anything out of it because, I mean, she's 3-0 to 1. She's got 32 last hits. She is doing just fine. She's highest on net worth for the team. For everybody, actually.
Yeah, well, should be clear when you say on the team it's for everybody, as KP do have an advantage. She's doubling Storm in last hits too. That's real good. But I don't know if they're gonna keep this pressure up or just try and let Anti-Mage farm by maybe starting to move towards the top lane. I think leaving Illidan alone and maybe C maybe needs to also calm down with trying to help out. He's not really having a lot of success with his help. It's slowing his Midas down quite a bit as well. He probably could have had it done by now if he hadn't died the 2 times he did.
Yeah, he is one of the people that has got 100% involvement rate for the kills that VirtusPro has done. But yeah, it's not worth it, and they need to have him in the mid game, which means that they need to be having him farm right now. First tower goes down. It is a tier 1 on the bottom lane, and we have a charge up again towards the Storm Spirit, who is level 5. There goes the bash, and that's going to be Nature's Prophet TPing in, but it's going to be too late to save his teammate. In comes an Impale. They will be able to take down Come With Me for it again. But Arteezy, he's not backing off. He's actually standing there screaming. With the haste rune. Look at this fast frog. Fisher will still go down. Bone 7 in a lot of trouble. Will end up going down. But as does Arsar. Double kill for Arteezy. Arteezy can still blink. Goes for another scream. Gets a triple kill. And now with the haste rune. Doesn't need to blink. Just runs herself away. Still a favorable trade for KP. But at least VirtusPro got 2 kills in return for that.
If they gave Arteezy a triple kill, it's not... That's not even close to what they need to be doing. Arteezy's going to be so big. He's sitting on, what, 7 kills now? 6. He's 6 kills. So he's 6-0-1 at 8 minutes.
Oh, Come With Me feeling a bit like a suicidal person. Goes for attempted solo kill on the Earthshaker. He doesn't go down though. He is actually level 6. He's got his Nether Strike, and this is a support Spirit Breaker that is higher level than the solo mid of VirtusPro.
Yeah, and one thing that's really important to note about Spirit Breaker is how naturally tanky he is. He starts the game with like 700 HP. He's sitting at 1000 right now at level 6. He's got like a Gauntlet of Strength and an Iron Branch. That's not really a lot giving him health. That's close to what his natural HP is at level 6. That makes him very tanky, very difficult to bring down, and that's why it's safe for him to just keep doing these tower dives. They actually have to commit quite a few spells at bringing him down if they want to kill him and punish him for pushing like that.
Another charge here up for Crazy. This time he has got Ball Lightning though, and he'll use it to try and at least force a gank. Never mind, a bit more to the tower, but he still goes down. In comes Arsart with an Impale, with the Finger of Death, and Arteezy, he actually might die. In comes KSI. Is there gonna be a blink? No, there is not. That's gonna be a kill. Nicely done. Come With Me gets sprouted in together with KSI. I don't think he minds that much. He is indeed, like I said, naturally tanky and just goes for the kill. In comes Bone 7. Iron Shell will do enough. No, 11 HP. They could have gone for it. Why did they back off?
I think he thought he was dead, and they're taking quite a bit of damage here. They're getting body blocked.
And there's Fisher. In comes Crazy again, looking for Bone 7. Puts down a Darkseer wall. Not really that useful though, because nobody's gonna walk there. Goes down for it. Come With Me, still able to stay alive, and walks himself back to the other side of the river. VirtusPro, they are trying to fight back. The question is, how effective will it be, and how much freedom and farm are they willing to sacrifice for that on the Lifestealer at some point as well? And in the meantime, how long can they continue holding on before Anti-Mage starts mingling in these fights?
I mean, Lifestealer's farming very well. Illidan has a lot of farm already. 1500 gold, phase boots, Midas. He can be very impactful in the mid game if they allow him to just sit up here and continue farming.
They're not gonna allow it.
I would think not,
They're
but
charging.
they have thus far. Yeah, the charge is coming. Oh, cancels it.
Oh, they go for someone else instead. They saw Lion walk up. Have got that ward there up on the high ground. Tries to TP himself out because of course he just placed a ward. But another strike is too late.
That could have been real bad for Come With Me. I don't think he ever gets that in a way that doesn't get him killed. So the thing with Nether Strike is, if you time it perfectly wrong, the teleport will go through and it takes you to their fountain.
Yeah, that's gonna be something scary. There goes a charge up. Just Come With Me laying down some harassment. Bit of back and forth here in the middle lane. It is, however, VirtusPro again that get forced back though. No surprise there. They're up against a Queen of Pain that's level 11 with a level 2 Sonic Wave. Up against a Storm Spirit that's level 7. Doesn't have any kind of extra survivability, bar a null talisman that I don't think really counts. Like, she can do whatever she wants to.
Yeah, and the Earthshaker is more farmed than the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, here comes the kill though. Arteezy finally goes down. Vortex of Fisher helping out. And then Earthspike as well from Arsart. Why is he called Ashenka anyways?
I don't know. I have no idea what that means.
Me neither. Interesting.
I give up trying to guess when they put weird things at the ends of their name.
Well, normally it's like people that say like they love someone or something.
Well, like, for a while his name was like Smilevik.
Yeah, but that was his normal previous name.
Well, Smile was, but why was Vic on the end?
That's like the typical thing to do when you're Russian, is everything is like Vich.
Oh,
Smile
just
Vich.
add Vich to the end of everything.
Yes.
See, that's still very weird to me.
You can also do something like Sko or something, it's with something with an O.
Okay.
But
alright, so yeah, I have no idea what that means. still though, Lifestealer's getting a lot of farm. Arteezy's starting to get slowed down. He probably needs to play a little bit less over-aggressive. He doesn't need to get himself killed, basically.
There's a charge up on Come With Me again. Or for Come With Me. Going for the Storm Spirit. There will be another strike if he wants to, but I don't think he wants to. Gets a Vortex, actually. Nature's Prophet TPing it as well. This is a suiciding Spirit Breaker. Nice dodge with the Ball Lightning, and that's going to be him knowing right now that he can't go try to kill off people by himself. Echo Slam in the meantime in the middle lane. They will be able to get Bone 7. Finger of Death used. They still lose their tier 1 tower, though. And actually Anti-Mage coming in to take down that tower. Take the tower last hit. So, well, Eternal Envy doing really well on the gold. However, Lifestealer still ahead on the gold. And that's because of his Hand of Midas, of course, because he hasn't taken down any towers yet.
Yeah, he's just up there racing, basically. He's got the most last hits by 30. He's got Midas picked up. Like, whatever. Illidan doesn't care. If you leave him alone, he'll happily take it. In the meantime, Lion is starting to get active on the map, and this is what Artsart is pretty much the best at. Is moving around on his support, setting up a lot of kills in this early-ish mid-game. And then trying to create that space that his team sorely needs, and in this game it's really needed.
Yeah. And they take down the Anti-Mage with it. In the meantime, on the top lane, we have got Illidan being a bit of in a ballsy mood, takes down the Keeper of the Light, and invests himself into a creep that will walk all the way past the tier 1 tower and should be keeping him safe. Safe enough to get away. We do have Come With Me hanging around though. But yeah, look at that. He's actually in a creep that's not getting attacked, so his team could actually be there for the tier 1. If he wants to, and be there in time to help out again. Not even in the eye range yet. Tier 1 tower bottom, not down just yet. VirtusPro sitting there with 4 people. But it only will go down now. Of course the fortification was used as well. The creep where... No, it's still not dying. It's still alive, still not in the eye range. It's also not getting attacked. Now he's safe with the tier 1 tower. The charge is still there. TP's come in. There comes the rage. Open wounds. Come with me. Are you overextending again? Goes for a Nether Strike. Still does the bash. Doesn't do the damage. And Come With Me will die again. Overextension again. And all of a sudden, it is 11 to 12. And VirtusPro is actually leading the kill charge. And we see that Arstar tries to TP himself out. And actually will be able to. Nicely done. Vacuum from Bone 7. Too late. So look at that gold graph.
I'm gonna look. Oh man, that's good. That's a good-looking gold graph for fans of PP.
It's a better-looking experience graph. It goes to the 7,500 in favor of VirtusPro. 15 minutes into the game, and of course that comes down to a level 13 Lifestealer and a level 6 Keeper of the Light. Still pretty neat though.
Yeah, things are looking up for VirtusPro. They've got a pretty substantial experience lead. Obviously, having Midas's does help with that quite a bit. The gold lead is starting to exist, which is something. They're pulling it back pretty successfully, and I think Lifestealer Free Farm has a lot to do with it.
Well, he hasn't been in that many kills, apart from that one just on top. Well, he's been in the one that he got himself, and the one that he got an assist on Come With Me. But that's
yeah, but he doesn't need to be in the kills, really. He's just farming, and so that because he is farming so well, it makes it so that his team can try and make things happen elsewhere. They don't need to be up here babysitting him because he's been able to just like sit up here and get free farm. That made it so that like Lion could just sit in the jungle and get levels. Earthshaker moved around, was trying to help.
Anti-Mage, is he gonna go down again? Yes he is. Echo Slam being used for that. Finger of Death up on Come With Me. In comes Arteezy, looking for Arstar, but he gets hexed instead. It is Come With Me that dies. Crazy, maybe trying to make something happen here, or trying to at least get away. He doesn't have a Vortex right now. Walks into a bunch of creeps, jumps to the low ground, tries to TP himself out. Will be able to do just that. And Lion also, never mind, he's not able to get out. Lands another stun. Is he able to get away? Hexes as well, tries to TP. Is it going to be long enough? It's actually level 4. It's long enough. VirtusPro only lose their Earthshaker. Take the Anti-Mage and the Spirit Breaker. Good fight for them.
And they're going to lose 2 towers in the top lane. Lifesteal already last hit 1. He's going to get this one as well. Actually, Nature's Prophet gets last hit. So they lost 2 towers, their carry, their aggressive support, and all they got was the 5 roll on the other team.
Yeah.
That's a terrible trade for Kaipi. And they were looking so good early, but it's sort of starting to slip out of their grasp, it feels like. Anti-Mage, he needs a lot. He needs to get some finish, like getting something, so that he can get involved and be really useful, instead of just kind of being around and getting picked off repeatedly.
Yeah, VirtusPro, I like it. I mean, first it felt like that Storm Spirit, that sacrifice that they did, just letting Storm Spirit, you know, get crushed mid, was really a bad idea, but it's working out for them somehow. They made KP over-aggressive, made him overconfident, and they profited from that heavily. I think from now on, though, KP is going to be playing a little bit more safe. However, when you have a Spirit Breaker that is a support, how safe can you actually get before you're getting too safe? Because, of course, well, you don't really want to play too safe, because otherwise Spirit Breaker will be having no impact anymore. On the other hand, you do have an anti-mage, so you know you're not really in any rush to end the game. And this anti-mage does have a Battle Fury, so flash farming is here.
Yeah, and Spirit Breaker's a hero, when he's played as a support, he can be kind of semi-carry-ish as the game goes on. So, like, you can commit some farm to him if you want to slow the pace of the game up, drop him in